Let's lock in. David Morrell's manager, Luis DeCubas, behaved like a sore loser in the post-fight press conference, and basically it was classless. Like, it was bad. We're going to take a look at it. So after the fight, of course, you do a post-fight press conference. Typically, we see heated buildups, but after the fight, most people let bygones be bygones and move on. You got paid, you put on a good performance. If you put on a good performance, you're satisfied, you're happy. Well, not Luis de Cubas. He refused to let it go, let it die down. We're going to take a look at it right now.
El momento que estuve ahí, no, no sentí que me lastimó con ningún tipo de golpe. I know.
Look at him. Look at how he's pointing at David Benavidez. David Benavidez went to congratulate David Morrell, and he starts pointing in David Benavidez's face and talking all types of trash. Now, imagine being David Benavidez. You're looking at this dude, you know you could chin him easy, and he's talking to you like he's some tough guy. And David Benavidez is still trying to and attempting to keep it classy. Take a look.
No, David is a strong foot. Yeah.
I don't want to end it. You called me a thief. All right, guys. You called me a thief. All right. You called me a thief, man.
You heard him. He says, and this is Luis DeCubas. He's saying he called me a thief. He called me a thief, man. He's still worried about what they said in the buildup. And David Morrell said a lot of things, too, in the buildup about David Benavidez. David Benavidez isn't tripping over it. He went to shake David Morrell's hand. He could be a sore winner. He can be a very bad winner. He could go out there and even as I look at it, you see this video right here. It says Caleb Plant hugs David Benavidez. They had bad blood, too. Go look at the buildup to the fight between Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. They went after each other. It was heated, but in the end, they squashed the beef. And to me, they had more serious stuff going on than what David Morrell had going on. We're talking about Caleb Plant slapping people in their camp, all types of stuff, things being said about family members. They squashed that beef. Look at them hugging each other because they settled it in the ring. Now here, David Morrell seems to be cool and chill. He settled it in the ring with Benavidez. These are the two fighters. These are the two guys at the end of the day who had to fight, who took the punches, who went at it. They're showing respect to each other. This guy, Luis DeCuba, David Morrell's manager, is still upset that they called him a thief, which is part of the mental warfare that you exhibit and that you use in pre-fight buildups. Well, let's continue.
All right. Hey, I wish I could trade checks with you guys. I wish I could trade checks with both of you. All
right. Let's
So you see David Benavidez, he's sitting there calm, relaxed. He's not engaging in the stuff with Luis DeCuba. Let's continue. And this video appears courtesy of Fight Hub TV. Subscribe to Fight Hub TV. All right, let's let it play.
Let's focus more on the fight. And we want to give.
Now you saw that David Benavidez won the WBA interim title belt, and you take the rep. You take once you win, the belt's going to go back to the person you beat, but you take it because it's symbolic. It's the symbolic gesture, but it's going to go back, and they're going to give you your own belt. So David Benavidez is saying, you don't have to wait for all that, and I don't need it just for show. I know this is going to go back to you here. You take the belt back. David Morrell's like, thank you, I appreciate that. Ronnie Shields is like, yeah, class act, thank you. Let's take a look at what Luis DeCubas does.
A round of applause to the winner, David Benavidez, who has made his way, now sitting down, showing fantastic sportsmanship with Morrell, as these two, fighters undefeated at the time, and they proved why this is one of the best fights this year and why
Here we go.
You better come the fuck
Come
out.
on and do it, baby. Come on and do it.
What'd you say?
And congrats to Benavidez for winning
Bro, I'm gonna
this
fucking tell
fight.
you, bro. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. You better come the fuck
Come
out.
on and do it, baby. Come on and do it. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you.
Keep talking shit.
I'm not afraid of you.
All right, we're going to wrap up Morrell.
That's because Cuba just kept looking at him, saying stuff to incite and to provoke David Benavidez, and David Benavidez finally said, like, yo, look, man, like, you keep this up, I'm gonna slap the F out of you. You already see David Benavidez is trying to be cool, he's trying to move past it. He doesn't want to, he won, he could be acting how we all know Luis DeCubas would have been acting if David Morrell would have won, but he's not doing that. And I really like this because to me, David Benavidez is behaving like a champion. He's behaving like someone who's been there before. He's behaving like someone who expected to win. I really like his demeanor in this press conference. But when it comes to Luis DeCubas, to me, you know, someone who is older, someone who's in a position of leadership, I really think he got shown up by his young fighter, his inexperienced fighter, and Rodney Shields, who was sitting there like, I know they had to be embarrassed. But let's listen to what Jose Benavidez Sr. had to say about what took place.
With everything that was said with Louis DeCubas this week, Louis DeCubas Sr. this week, how satisfying was the dominating victory?
You know what, man? You know, I love Luis DeCubas, you know, and I told him a lot of times, I love you, man. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm a fucking man, you know, to say I'm sorry, you know, because I did say a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, we're in war, brother. We're not going to go fucking play. We're not going to go dance. We're going to fucking try to hurt each other. So, you know, at the end of the day, I try to calm myself down, you know, but some people can't. But at the end of the day, I love him. You know, I love him. And I want to thank David Morrell for giving us the opportunity and accepting that fight. It was a great fucking fight, a great show. I enjoyed it. And it was amazing, bro. And I really, you know, this happens, man. And if people can't control themselves, I don't know what to do. And, you know, I respect everybody, but when they talk shit, I talk shit back.
Jose, talk.
Again, this video appears courtesy of Fight Hub. Subscribe to Fight Hub TV. Yeah, Jose Benavidez is 1,000% correct. You talk trash, he talks trash. Y'all going to fight. So what the heck? What, you know, like, it reminds me of Mike Tyson. He was doing some guy's show. He was like, it doesn't matter. We're going to fight anyway. Like, what do you want? What do you want him to do? Say nice things about you? He said he's sorry. The way Luis DeCubas acting, though, it's almost like, are you? Are you robbing him? Are you stealing from him? Why is this bothering you so much? The man clearly was using mental warfare. And it worked because you're more pissed off than your own fighter who actually was in the ring. You're more pissed off than his trainer who actually put in work to get him prepared for the fight. What you so mad about? Did you get exposed to something? What more does Team Benavidez have to do? I'd say this. Team Benavidez has shown that they can get worked up, they can get upset, and they can be passionate about a fight. But they've also shown that once the fight is over, bygones can be bygones. Just look at what happened with Caleb Plant. And Jose Benavidez Sr., you know, I really like that guy. I like him more than I like David, to be honest. I think he's shown to be a good father and one of the best father trainers in the game. And you heard what he said. I'm sorry, I say stuff, but you say stuff, I say stuff. Man, that to me is great leadership. And Luis DeCuba, why? It's over, bro. Both of them put on a great performance. You guys should be celebrated. You should be ready to go out. Y'all should grab something to eat. Let bygones be bygones. Because to be honest with you, for the first major event of 2025, they put on. And Luis DeCuba behaving that way, it wouldn't surprise me if David Morrell sacks him and Dave Morrell gets a new manager, because the way he was behaving was kind of embarrassing, because he took a big moment that should have belonged to David Morrell. David Morrell's performance in his 12th professional fight against a guy like David Benavidez, who many people think can beat Canelo, who many people think can be competitive with the winner of Better BF and Bivol. He just found out, like, yo, if I take it to the next level, I could really do this. I could really be one of the best. And here you are mad that someone called you a thief. So you got the whole press conference about you and your insecurities, when it really should be about David Morrell putting on a hell of a performance in his 12th professional fight. The level of difficulty for his 12th professional fight, I would like to see that compared to some of the other people who went on to become champions and greats, because that level of difficulty was extremely hard. And David Benavidez should be celebrating, because he's been a guy who's been trying to get a certain fight, and many people have been saying, including myself, forge your own path, make your own statement, do your own thing. Stop calling this guy out. And David Benavidez said, you know what? I'm going to do that. And when someone does what you asked them to do, the least you can do is give him some credit. And that's what I'm going to do. David Benavidez has taken a huge step to building his own name with his performance last night. He should be celebrating. Instead, everyone's like, what the hell's going on with Luis DeCubas? Listen, bro, you need to chill, because you might get yourself sacked. And the way you behaved at that press conference shows your inexperience at this level. At this level, people talk trash, but you let bygones be bygones when the fight's over, because everyone understands what it takes to sell a fight at this level. Sometimes you need that extra motivation to work out harder. You go on to put on a performance like that where both fighters' stock increase, most likely. You know, some people may say negative things about David Morrell. Some people may say negative things about David Benavidez. But at the end of the day, those who watch that fight know you saw two highly skilled, talented fighters, and you understand and you understood what you watched. Well, I should say everyone except for Luis DeCubas, apparently. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. If you can't watch these videos, but you want to listen to the commentary, the podcast is available on all major streaming services. It's Caden. I'm out. Peace.